Alrighty guys, welcome to part 2 of my tutorial for making a layout for a character roleplay on Gaiaonline. So, like I showed in the previous video, I just did this cleanup, putting all my 3 main images in the frames that I had cut out, blurred the images, added a drop shadow, making it kind of look like actual picture frames here. So what we will be doing next is adding these flowers to the background, like I have shown here in my cherry dust. She has all these nice pretty flowers. I use them to cover up the edges of her head pictures here, the background, make it all kind of cute and nice and whatnot. So for this one, since his color palette are all these nice orange and yellows, I'm using this flower ping that I found off of Google. That's what I usually do, is I just go to Google or DeviantArt, use free stuff, make sure they're allowed and whatnot. So this is all in the background, so make sure it's in your back layer down here at the very bottom. The bottom is the back, the top is the front. Easy enough to remember, I hope. So what I'm doing with this one is just lay a few layers. So what we do then, we do a Control Alt T, and then we can alter it, and thus making a duplicate easily enough. We can shrink them a little bit, flip it over, kind of get the nicer edge here on the bottom. And then we can add kind of a pop-up here. And then I Control Alt T once more. Another duplicate. Flip here a little bit, kind of this edge along here. That's okay. So we'll go to the bigger one, layer 8 once more, because then we have 2 copies. So we Control Alt T, so we have a copy of the big one. Undo, shrink it. Just moved it. Remember to hit Shift so that you keep all the proportions of the flowers or any other image you're using. Put it here a bit. There. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do for right now. As I had before, I have him, this little bundle, little ball, kind of second guessing if I like that one or not. Still do like him fully laying down here, get a nice, like, proportional view of what this kitten actually looks like. So I always like doing that. So going to eraser, it's decent size. I can just do a sloppy, quick cutout. Or I can just get a feel for, whoops, go back. So I just get a feel for what I want. It takes a lot of effort to go through and cut these things out delicately. So I always leave that for the very last, just in case I decide, maybe I don't want this one. And that way I didn't go through all that work and then just decide to delete the image because I don't like it anymore. Yeah, so roughly cut out. Yeah. So Control Alt T, I'm going to squeeze down just a tad bit. I don't want it to tilt just a bit. I like that better, I think. Alright. Okay, so I want to actually move all of these guys over a bit. So what you do is click on your topmost layer that's involved with all these images. You hit Shift and go down to the bottom of where all these images are kept. So let's see. I'm going to actually move all these other kitty pictures down here to the bottom. So all the flowers up to my big colored square. And then we can just move them over a tad. There we go. So now it moves them all, keeps them in the same place. So now I have a bit more room for my laying down kitty right here. And so now that I've added him here, I'm going to actually add a bit more flowers. So Control Alt T. I'm going to turn it like this. This is what? Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I have to just delete that. I always forget to hit the Shift. Yeah, remember to do that, or else nothing stays proportional. Alright, check this again. See, so this is to make more of an L-shaped graphic. It's a popular way of doing things right now. I'll show you how to cut this out nicely, and so you'll have the side kind of right next to all your text that will be right here. But as for right now, it's just the way it is. Yeah, otherwise you just have like a banner and do one solid image. But doing an L shape gives you two images. It kind of gives you more of a fancier look. Alright, so hit enter. That those nice yellow flowers there. Starting with our L shape. Alright, so later on this all nicely cut out. Maybe you put in a drop shadow just to make it look like he's actually just sitting there. So let's see. Up here. So I wonder if I do use this one, I'm gonna shrink it a lot, I think. Not that much. Let me put it. No, I don't like it anymore. Alright, so I'm just gonna delete the entire image altogether. So just have this one. With this one I'd use two, but I didn't have any full-bodied ones of her, so I just used that one. Another character, so I'm gonna open it. It's gonna take forever to load again. Oh, there we go. Okay, Moon Shadow is another one of my characters for this roleplay. Don't worry, all these little details I will go through in detail later. But as for right now, I just wanted to show another version of this exact layout that I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Alright, so another one, Moon Shadow, he was a male, but he had some, like, the model that I used had some really lovely full-bodied images that I could just cut out nicely and then put on. For this kitten, he doesn't have too many at this age. When he gets older, I have a few nicer looking ones. But he's just a baby. So let's see. We have our stick. I'm going to play with the stick. Delete that for now. And then this kind of blurry one of him yawning. Delete that one for now. Right. So I'm just working on this header-sider combo. L-shaped thing. Alright, so we have our images here. So for this layout, I did not do any brushes, which, like, if you go to this brush looking thing and then you, like, I've downloaded a bunch of brushes. Oops, shouldn't have done that. Now it's gonna be slow. There we go. Alright. So then you get, you know, brushes. Literally, you can get any sort of shapes or whatnot, and then I can do, like, oh, it's white. That's why. But yeah, then you get kind of like, ooh, it looks like a brush stroke. But I'm not using that for the style. This is simply just images. Alright, so we're going to do text again. We're going to do some fun things with the text. So I deleted it earlier because I didn't care for it being there while I was working. So feather kit. Oh, it is. It's available in the bottom. Alright, putting them all the way on the top. Here we are. Not all the way on top. From under that color. Alright. I want to use different color. So these are a little droplet thing there. So this color. Okay. So get this nice orangey. And since it's under this color block, it's a little lighter. So I'll see how I like it and where I want to put it. So we are to find a text. You can go to font.com, defont.com, and easily download tons of different fonts and whatnot. I've got tons myself that I just, like, I'll spend hours just downloading them for no reason. So then you just pick something you like. This kitten, his personality is supposed to be a hero. So I want to find something bold and something kind of out there, but not much of a hero. He's going to be like to take charge. He wants to, you know, seem important and to his, you know, his clan mates, his siblings, his mother, you know, be looked up to as a hero to, like, other kittens and whatnot. I want to find something that kind of features his personality in the font, and this could take a bit. That one used to look better. Sorry for me fonts. All of these, defont.com, perfect place to find them. Oh, you always adjust the size too. Let's see. Or we just pick something so we can move behind it. Not waste like names on it. I'm very picky about my fonts. I will go through these a million times. So I find something avid, think is right. Just a hobo list to be interesting. Oh, weird thing. Okay. So doing this. Okay, so I, like the other two, I'm going to tilt it a little bit and bring it down a size. So have it like this right up here and shrink this. There we go. Just makes it easy. Alright, so now we bring up blending options by double clicking the layer, or oh, it's so loud, but by right clicking you can do that too. So for these ones I'm going to do a drop shadow, and I'm going to do stroke, which adds the outline to everything. I want to do a different color. So I actually want to do the very light yellow, and then we can reduce the size of the stroke. I'm thinking 2 pixels instead of 3 is enough. Let's see, how did I do the other ones? So yeah, that's pretty much all I did for cherry. And for moon, pretty much the same thing. Okay. I could keep the same theme of graphics for each roleplay, basically. So feather kit now, and I'm not liking the way the light yellow is looking under the color block. So I'm actually bring it up. There we go. So the dark orange and a nice pale yellow. Then I'm going to use this pale orange, and then right underneath, his rank, which is, let's see, smoke clan kit, basically. Right click, select all, says that frame, shrink it down, and for this roleplay, all the stats I've been using, or not stats, statuses, or whatever, using the same font. So there's this nice little light cursive, and then I just shrink the size a bit. Well, there we go. Alright. And tilt it so it matches this. And let's see, I want to see how it is. So I did over it and made it bigger. Over and bigger. Okay. I want to keep the theme the same. So click on this. Okay, we'll make it a little bit bigger. Not too much bigger. Oh, we're getting down to the last couple minutes here. Oof. Okay. That's over top. I'm just going to fix the tilting so we have it parallel as possible. Okay. And the other ones, we're going to give it a drop shadow. I'm going to decrease the distance. So instead of being 5 pixels away, I'm making it 3 pixels away from the actual text. Alright, so that is the basics for doing this. Here, I'll show you real quick how I do my cutting out. So down here in the very left hand corner, you have your percentage. This percentage here, like 100%, or when you open it, sometimes it's smaller. You just basically make it 100% so you can work decently, but I'm making it much bigger. It's 500%. Now you're really zoomed in on your images here. So then I will take my eraser, there you are, and make sure you are on the right layer. And at this point, I will make it much smaller, so around 1310. Yeah, that's good enough size. Alright, and then I will slowly go around the very edges. Make sure you are watching where your edges are, because sometimes you might accidentally erase part of your character, and we don't want to do that. Alright, so last 10 seconds here. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned a lot. I will make some more when and if I can. Thanks.